Hello everybody, Dragon King Mark here at Stories, The Path of Destinies. Last we left off, we took care of the... we took endings involving the Sky Ripper Core. Well, we did this and... well, we died. Then we did this, and we died. Yeah, this is basically a parody of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But now we know this, so what about the Iblis stone itself? Or Zabonia? That's what we're going to find out today. Also, sorry if my voice is a bit low, my dad's asleep and I don't want to wake him up.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Renato. And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Yeah, screw him, he screwed us all. Let's go with the Iblis stone. A mysterious temple has risen out of the desert. The Emperor has sent his ravens to search for the Iblis stone. The ancient artifact may contain the power to bring down the Empire.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis stone. It sounded ominous. It sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it, it must be dangerous. And so, Renato went ostrich hunting.
Huh? A comment? This is why I like having two monitors on a... Never mind. Hello to whoever just posted that comment. What was I doing? What was I doing this weekend? Not really much. I mean,
Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals?
it's possible. Give me a second, I need to go and check that message. Oh. Hey, well. Settings. Hey, well, what's up?
Ooh, wouldn't his gauntlet look swell with that jewel in it?
Resistance. No, let's just keep the ones we got already on hand. Ooh, I got a ton of fire essence. Not much, watching you stream. Waiting for Marquise to finish his Dota match. I can understand that. I'm just, streaming as well. I played a lot of Total War 2 yesterday. I had to redo my Chokosuke.
Distrusted doors that opened automatically, especially after being buried for millennia. Trap.
Yeah, I was doing a Chokosuke campaign and I got kind of screwed. especially since the second time I tried playing it, I kind of got screwed with the Oda faction, and I inadvertently caused a realm divide. Oh, yesterday was also part of the D-Pad podcast again. Gotta be kidding me. Die. There we go. Oh no. Oh, I didn't explore anything about there. Yeah, I mean, Total War is a great game. Though you're
already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. And he hadn't come too late.
Yeah, basically Total War is a great game. You guys should really try it out if you can. You're gonna need to really learn about logistics and stuff though. Okay, we have a skill point available. Let's go with shot, dash your shield, and let's make it stronger.
Swell. He always wanted to do that.
A little bit more sword magic wouldn't hurt. Gotta get rid of this guy. Why do I still just keep beating these guys up? Come on.
No one beat Renato at hot potato.
But yeah, we were talking about yesterday in the podcast about like games and stuff, a little bit of politics as per usual, but mostly like our opinions on games and media and stuff. Things got pretty weird though later on, but what'd you expect from a bunch of scrubs like us? Then I was also part of a second little one-on-one podcast with Logan talking about I guess video games. I was in the middle of the Total War thing though, so
it was time for a little exploration.
I couldn't really talk on that much. Find the stone. You have been chosen in this critical mission for your ability to follow orders in the letter without question. Do not believe the naysayers. Your score in the intelligence test is only proof that you are better geared than anyone else to follow orders. Take pride in knowing that I, your Emperor, have handpicked you for this mission. Follow the instructions to the letter. Always travel in pairs. Do not look at the engravings in the wall. Do not lose the hermetic box. When you find the stone, immediately place it in the box and seal the box. If you hear a voice in your head, ignore it. Remember the temple is haunted. Obviously. This is an old temple dedicated to an old evil god. There is blood sacrifices. Of course it would be haunted. Ignore the voice in your head. Remember, ghosts cannot hurt you, but they will try to confuse you. When you hear a voice, take the drowsy pill. If you meet another soldier in the stone with the stone, and it is not in hermetic seal, immediately spray them with drowsy gas. Find the stone, put it in the box, seal the box, and most important of all, find the stone. Why would he need the stone for?
Renato wondered if his future self had commissioned these poles.
What else to talk about? Stuff. I just glitched. Well, this happened. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart this map. Wow. I didn't expect it to do that. I'm sorry, guys. Let's try again.
Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man
Oh,
could give
great.
away.
Something's going on
Were
with
all
Kenny in
these
her group
things
chat.
The Iblis stone, a temple.
At
Another
times I
ancient item
question
that was
why I'm in
only
group chats like
resurfacing
that.
now. Drawn up from the deeps
If anything, most
by
of
the
it's just
Emperor's horrific
becoming
rituals.
drama.
Ooh, sparkly, thought Renato.
I heard For Honor. I saw Angry Joe's video about For Honor, and honestly, I can kind of agree with what he said. Like, peer-to-peer matchmaking, that's just not good. That's not good at all. It was the fact that my PS4 is making a high whirling noise.
The air here tasted bitter. The steps were too tall for a person. The entire place felt restless, like it had been vexed to nightmare under the dust, waiting for its hour to come around at last.
Let's try out the void sword, see what it does. Oh wow, this one actually does a lot more damage. Or maybe that's just weak.
The ravens were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. Then he hadn't come too late. When Renato went to the china shop, for some reason the owner was always nervous.
I can understand that given the fact that I'm currently blowing stuff up. Okay, and that's actually the best. I'm looking at it. Come on, come on. Okay, what else to talk about? Oh right, if you're probably wondering why my voice sounds a lot more clear, it's because, well, my old headset kinda crapped out. It's also ironically the set of earphones that I use to listen to my music. On the plus side, I now have some Skull Candy ones, and they include a mic.
The new pathway made Renato curious.
So, I'm currently using those. Just gotta... I think they can hear me now. Already read this. There's a red chest over there. Let's look at that chest. But yeah, like, Crap, what the hell was I thinking about again? Give me a minute.
Hoped his hook didn't break.
Whew. Close. Won't be able to get down there easily. What else did we go on? I guess really the fact that, I've also just been playing Total War and stuff, like... Okay, I had that one coming. Yeah, I know, I died.
He smelled burnt fur. His.
Cool. Let's see where this goes.
There was an inscription on the platform. Balaleka lessons with an address.
Why would... Never mind. I really don't want to know. Why would they have Balaleka lessons inscribed onto the back end of a platform? Nice. Oh, close to leveling up. And? Let's see what I get.
Bernardo had once invested in a jewel store, but it lost money because someone kept robbing it. Twist. It was him.
Okay, admittedly that was funny. Anyway, that was the first instance of a upgrade shield upgrade round. Ooh, nice, very nice. Now that's a fine looking sword.
To Iblis still even exist? The Transcendent Emperor had destroyed all the shrines of the lost gods after exiling them. Had it been buried in that long-ago battle? Or had Iblis foreseen his fate and hidden it from his enemy?
Both. And from what I know, Iblis is supposed to be named after a god of fire. Hindu, I think? The fact that... Damn it.
Hey! Hey! I'm a firefox. Thought Bernardo.
Was a firefox much? Physical resistance. Level 2. That would actually be a useful one. And look, so has it, we actually have a statue right here. Let's upgrade our sword energy. That way we can use this more. Crap. Well, really, I guess one of the topics I can talk about is, I guess, like what we discussed in the podcast, like, what do I think of media? And, well, like, I guess really, like, I already explained it, but the media culture is just that, the media culture.
Temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
When you get done your stream. I am currently streaming as well. Check it out when you're done. Okay. I mean, I don't really, see streams all that much due to the fact that, well, Twitch, it lags. You need to fix that. Fix that. If that isn't the way to get to the Iblis Stone, I don't know what is.
Renato hated cannon traps. Also, who reloaded these things anyway? He never figured that part out.
I kind of am already in Discord. Well, just not in a call, I guess. Okay. Nice. Jackpot. We found the stone.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. I can make you mighty. Who said that? Give me blood. It was the stone. Eager, thirsty. Kill the Emperor's daughter. Now you, Emperor. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Renato wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. Not the core, said the stone anxiously.
Okay. Well, we already know about the core. I am going to so regret this.
Was he listening to a talking rock?
Ah, but the rock had a point. If the stone could truly turn him into a powerful warrior, he could defeat the Emperor with the very weapon the wicked old toad had sought for himself.
To be a hero, you had to sacrifice old friends sometimes, especially when they've become enemies.
I have a very bad feeling. I got a feeling I'm gonna regret this. Great.
As he placed the impossibly black crystal in his gauntlet, Renato had a sudden vision. Charred fields covered in dead ravens below a black sun.
Was it the time of the lost gods before the transcendent Emperor? Was it the future? Feed souls, it whispered. Take the power. He could feel the stone's hunger for souls, its thirst for blood. All right, I get it. This was going to be interesting.
This is gonna be a fucking bloodbath. I think even the stone realized that the core was gonna kill them all. Would have been interesting to know how it went though. Holy shit. Yeah, there's one strong ass stone. More wind essence than I know what to do with it.
That was always a rush.
Wow. I assume any of you guys watching may have also heard about the recent death of the Twitch streamer who died after a 24-hour stream of World of Tanks. First off, why World of Tanks? And second, my condolences to the family of that streamer. But that's really like something that...
The Ravens on Zenobia's island were no match for Reynardo. They screamed as the stone sucked out their souls. And with each death, he felt stronger. Take the power, the stone told him.
That doesn't sound good.
People had laughed at the government workbench placement program. You could see the benefits everywhere.
Let's go for physical damage. We can use it. But yeah, like, that really shows that, like, long hour streams, like 24-hour stuff, you gotta be really careful with that because that could indeed happen to you. Like, you could get sick or you can, you know, die.
Reynardo could feel his fur singe.
Like, you really have to be careful. That's kind of why I don't really stream all that much. Yes! We got our first 3 rank. Wait, what was that over there? Man, I'll come back to it later. These are getting a ton of ore. But yeah, like, when it comes to streaming for like long periods of time, you really gotta be careful. Because you might end up getting sick or, you know, we might die like that. Though we don't know if it was a suicide, it was just health issues, I don't know.
Couldn't do worse with Zenobia than he'd done with the core, could he?
Probably worse. You want... This is new. Hello. Oh.
A gem of power. Ooh, he didn't find those every day.
Sweet. Stealth sections don't really matter because you all dead. I checked out a recent video by Mother's Basement about he thinks that Avatar: The Last Airbender and other shows like it that were made in America are anime. Basically telling them to fight him, but he gave a rather interesting discussion about it, and
Zenobia was waiting for Reynardo. She was alone, confident as always. Fire danced at the tips of her claws.
Are you here to surrender? She seemed as cocksure as he felt. But she didn't know he had the stone. And I've missed you too, love. He chuckled.
She spotted the stone and bolted without another word.
Sweet. Shieldbreaker 3. Hits cause shield grunts take damage and propels away their shield like a projectile. Nice. Let's go after her.
There was a pleasant breeze coming through that door. Had it been closed before?
Alright. The Crash Bandicoot Trilogy remake actually got a release date, June 30th. So yeah, I'm actually pre-order it. I mean, it's Crash. Nice. Dear Zenobia, as you read this letter, you are locked in your chambers, ready to send your last night before, well, you know. I will not apologize. I know you are too proud to forgive me. I also know that you won't resist reading through You Are a Cat. As much as I have tried to educate you, like a proper toad, I swear to you, and you have to believe me, that I did not plan all this when I adopted you. You have always been my special little kid. That's why I am writing this now, weeks in advance. I know I will not have the heart to do it in the night of the sacrifice. If I think of you as my daughter, then I may change my mind. You must think I am selfish, and yes, I am selfish. A selfish, sad little toad that is afraid to die. But what I am doing will ultimately serve the greater good. I want the power. I want it all. And so I will keep my subjects content. Peace for eternity. Even if you hate me now, you can still respect that. You have to. It is the only way I can forgive myself for doing this for you. I will miss you for eternity. Tomorrow, try not to make a scene. Everyone will be watching. Still with love, Father. Oh shit. He's gonna try to become immortal and sacrifice Zenobia. Well, we will probably end up killing him in like 2 seconds. But will we do it? I don't know if we can. I mean, I really don't know if we can do it. There we go. Stabby stabby. There she is.
Finally, Renato caught up to her. He had never seen her scared before. At school, she'd been the determined, brave one. Now her eyes were wide, frightened. He didn't like seeing her this way. Kill her, whispered the stone. You cannot win your rebellion without it. Please. No, said Zenobia. Not that way. Oh, they had been so close once. Could he really feed her soul to his demonic gem? But if he spared her, he would not get the full power of the stone. Oh, how could he be the hero he wanted to be?
Feed or spare? Fuck it.
Renato hesitated. Zenobia was his greatest enemy. She was the Emperor's daughter and his greatest general, and the single person Renato least wanted to remove from this world. Especially that way. She was holding her arms out before her, hands fluttering, fending him off with hopeless urgency. Nope. She was weaving a spell. He couldn't move.
Shit.
This thing is evil, she said. She slid the Iblis stone out of its slot in his gauntlet and slipped it into a bag. Maybe we can learn from it. She eyed him with a strange, wry, apologetic look. I missed you too. And before he could move again, she was gone. Learn from the Iblis stone? What did that mean? Would she take it to the palace or to the observatory on the Nexus? If she thought it was evil, she wouldn't want it in the palace. Maybe I can outrace her to the observatory, thought Renato. Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer.
Well, to the observatory. I can. This ought to be good. Man, I really don't know what to talk about now. Sorry.
Renato felt a little sick. Ever since Zenobia had taken the stone from him, he'd felt an ache that wouldn't go away. He missed it. He wanted it back. He needed it back. Why hadn't he killed her when he had the chance? She was the enemy. He hadn't even seen her in 14 years. Why had he hesitated? You were a sucker for an empowered woman. Renato kicked himself. Don't make that mistake again.
He wished there were more pylons he could use the hook on. He really needed to construct additional pylons.
StarCraft reference. But yeah, it seems like Renato over here is starting to set up the stone like Gollum did with the ring. I think it was actually a smart move that we got rid of it then. And I got a bad feeling it's gonna end badly. If we can make it to the observatory, then we might have a shot. Recently I saw, well, I haven't really gotten it in the mail yet, but soon I'll be able to get Final Fantasy 15 in the mail. From Gamefly.
He could sense the jewel's power. He had a feeling they were going to be great friends.
At school we learned the gospel of the transient emperor, the last divinity to pierce the skies. He would banish the evil old gods and grant us the gift of time. But could one man, divine as he may be, create something as intricate as time? I have my own theory. I believe that time is a symptom rather than a gift. I'm convinced that on a cosmic scale, there is a pendulum motion between order and chaos. The transient emperor ended chaos and started the age we live in. An age of cause and effect, of fact and logic. Time is merely the tapestry upon which these laws manifest themselves. It is the foundation of the order's companion, entropy. But in the age of chaos, when the old gods reign, perception carries more weight than facts. Emotions can shape worlds, and time ceases to exist. The age of order is ending. I am merely helping the inevitable. Entropy has been broken. Fate has been breached. The end of time is coming, and I shall embrace it. Emperor Sindgrim the Third, Secret Journal 3. Oh, it doesn't say 3. At least now we know why he's doing this.
Once, Renato had been to a dungeon where all the chests were locked. It was awful.
Oh man, I can honestly agree there. Dungeons are made for looting. Okay, we need to have a discussion, like, what do I really think about, things like, I guess, like, manga and stuff? I guess really it's like, what you like and what you dislike. It's like, you shouldn't really, like, let anyone change your opinion on what you can like or dislike. I mean, your opinion, like, if you want to like something, like it. Don't hate, if you want to hate something that someone likes, then feel free. It's just that nowadays with the advent of I guess like with the advent, like people's opinions are basically becoming jack shit because like I guess like with the advent of like this current age and stuff, like it's more or less your opinions really don't matter that much anymore. It's sad, but
Zenobia thought the stone was evil. Was it? He longed to have it back. He'd felt so good killing ravens with it, and yet he'd felt unclean ever since he'd touched it. She confused him. She'd made him want to be a better fox, and then she'd abandoned him, never telling him she was the Emperor's daughter, never contacting him since. Well, who was she to tell him the stone was evil? And while he was trying to recover the stone Zenobia had taken from him, the Imperial fleet was tightening its grip. He might fail to save the rebellion, and it would all be her fault. Renato felt a burst of outrage. Not only had she stolen his gem, she'd also stolen his scientists. Sure, they were neutral, but they had helped him discover what the Emperor was up to. It was supposed to be helping me, Renato thought. So unfair.
I think we got another glitch. Since Will's not talking right now. Guess we gotta do this again. This is new. This has never happened to me before. Just plugged in my the controller. I couldn't, like, you know, it was starting to die on me. Looks like the Iblis stone is doing more than just making Renato ache for it. It's literally messing up with the game.
Renato felt a little sick. Ever since Zenobia had taken the stone from him, he'd felt an ache that wouldn't go away. He missed it. He wanted it back. He needed it back. Why hadn't he killed her when he had the chance? She was the enemy. He hadn't even seen her in 14 years. Why had he hesitated? You were a sucker for an empowered woman. Renato kicked himself. Don't make that mistake again.
I gotta really check to see what the hell's going on with my PS4. Maybe it just got dusted. Maybe. Well, might as well wear the force out. Oh man, I'm supposed to poke that guy in the middle.
Zenobia thought the stone was evil. Was it? He longed to have it back. He'd felt so good killing ravens with it, and yet he'd felt unclean ever since he'd touched it. She confused him. She'd made him want to be a better fox, and then she'd abandoned him, never telling him she was the Emperor's daughter, never contacting him since. Well, who was she to tell him the stone was evil?
Yeah, I definitely think I should lay off using the messages.
It would be
when I'm
fun to
using
try
this.
out that one. And here was a handy workbench.
Ow. Whoa.
These were no ordinary cannonballs. One thing, ordinary cannonballs were black.
I don't think I'll be using the messages thing while I'm doing it. Right. One. Yeah, this is better. It's a lot more crisper this way.
It was definitely easier to fight inanimate objects.
Yeah, I can see why. They don't fight back. Okay, that's enough charging for a bit. Hopefully I got enough charge to last me another hour. And there's the observatory.
The scientist's toes were pointing arcane instruments at the stone and looking at it through prisms and reflections. Mine, said Renato as he took back the stone. Well, yeah, need it for science, croaked the toads. He felt better immediately. Smarter, too. I thought you'd never come for me, whispered the stone. Then, a far speaker toad croaked in something like Zenobia's voice.
Renato, leave the stone with the toads. It will swallow your soul. You'll kill everyone you love.
But Renato had an army to lead, an empire to bring down.
Probably a smart idea.
I know you can fight this thing.
Zenobia continued in the far speaker's croak.
You let me live. You know how evil it is. It will destroy you, Renato. It will destroy everything you love.
She was right. He would get rid of it. Right? Now. Or now. He didn't really want to. I know. I'll go to the mountains, Renato thought. I'll find the strength to do it in the peace and quiet there.
Oh boy. If it's like the ring, it's already attached to him. Oh boy, this isn't gonna be good. Not good at all. Alright, we unlocked the Truth Seeker, so we just need to get one last truth after we take care of the Iblis Stone. Then we need to actually get Zenobia's endings.
As the Farfarer landed at the foot of the mountains, Renato was surprised to find Lapino there. What are you doing here? Oh, you wouldn't believe it. I was stowed away on an Imperial courier ship, dressed up as a combat nurse carrying a general's beak transplant. This is not a great time, said Renato, who was pretty sure he did not, in fact, believe Lapino's story. That's when you need your friends, said Lapino. I just need some peace and quiet, said Renato, and grimly set out on the path.
Time to reach the mountaintop. More ravens. Yeah. Dealing with objects of immense power that will suck out your soul? Probably not. Haha, sucker.
Barely landed a claw on him. Already Renato knew more than he ever had. But about what?
I know what we're gonna do once we find a safe down. What to...
Renato told his friend how he had slaughtered the toads, and how he had nearly slain Zenobia. A terrible burden, this Iblis stone, sympathized the rabbit. Yeah, but I need it. For the rebellion. Do you now? You know, you were a pretty fine fighter before you were wielding a demonic decoration. Oddly, the sword wasn't whispering at him to kill the Pino. Up ahead in the mountains, there was a peaceful spot. If he could rid himself of his burden anywhere, it was there.
Huh. Maybe the stone realizes
Imagine if he
that...
built a house on one of these things. Oh, that would be amazing. It would be like having a boat.
I think maybe the stone realizes that Latino's a traitor. Or it's just, he's just as evil as the stone. Food for thought. So far I've been saying some good things about Halo Wars 2. Granted, it's a bit, well, they're retconning a lot of the things, such as the fact that the arc is supposed to be destroyed, even though, according to...
This could be the new aerobics craze. Am I right?
Even though, according to Halo 2, the arc is somehow intact. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long day. Really though, I really hate how Bungie kind of retconned itself with the whole Forerunner thing and the whole series. I personally felt that Reach should have been the final game. But no, Microsoft wanted to cash in because literally Halo is the only thing that they have. All the other exclusives that we're gonna get, like Scalebound, are pretty much gone. So yeah. I'm gonna be dissing a lot of people for that, but it's just my opinion, really. I mean, like, they had a good thing with Scalebound, but then they kind of canned it. Bullshit, if you ask me. I would have loved it. An interesting little thing I found out is that, according to my friends, Sony's not doing good in the electronical department. The game department, they're doing great. Just when it comes to hardware sales and stuff, they're not doing all that great. Kind of sad. I mean, you wouldn't really notice it.
Renato thought it would make a difference, snatching the Iblis stone before the Emperor could get it. And it would destroy him. Zenobia and Apino, they were both trying to save him. Peace. That was what he needed.
Ooh, let's go this time with... Yeah, let's go with some extra health. Calaveras would usually be here, but...
So much for peace and quiet. There was Lapino. Again.
You're stronger than some dumb rock, Lapino said. Let's just bury it, and no one will ever find it again.
Renato could feel the spirit energy of all those dead ravens inside him, pecking away. The rabbit was right. Even if the rabbit was a traitor, he was still right. He tore the Iblis stone from his gauntlet and threw it into the hole Lapino had dug. The stone was silent. Probably sulking.
Now whoop those Imperials, said Lapino.
Are you coming?
Ah, no, I can't come with you. It's my old injury, you know. Recently, it's been acting up terrible. I'd be no use to you at all.
So Renato boarded the Farfarer alone. Renato felt lonely on board the Farfarer. How could his old friend Lapino, miraculously escaped from the Empire, leave him to face the final battle alone? Well, he'd abandoned Lapino before, hadn't he? It was only fair. And of course he felt lonely. He'd given up the Iblis stone and all the souls he fed it. Of course he felt alone. But he had done the right thing. It had been hard to do, but there was no better feeling than that. Zenobia would be so proud of him.
And I got a bad feeling freaking Lapino's gonna kill us. Oh boy, if that's the case, I'm gonna be so pissed. I really have a bad feeling Lapino's gonna sell us out.
The battle, alas, was not going well. He no longer had the stone, and he'd never gotten the core. Lapino wasn't with him, and he was up against Zenobia, out there somewhere, maneuvering the Emperor's forces. The rebels had been outnumbered from the start, and he still had that aching longing for the stone. But that is what it means to be a hero. He would fight his way to Zenobia. He would show her what he was capable of. Just him, with no diabolic accoutrements. He would win, no matter the odds.
Renato wondered if death was nothing more than a portal to another plane of existence. He didn't particularly want to find out.
Would be kind of interesting if there was a portal to another plane of existence. Personally, I feel death is just a second adventure. Like, you die and either it's an endless void until you reincarnate into another soul, or you start fresh in a new life. I hate when Hard does that.
No skateboarding, the sign said.
Kill them all, kill them all. I wonder if you can speedrun through this game. I think you can. Dude.
Yes, that was it. Pirouette, slash, parry, dodge. Renato had never done such good work in a fight. He wished the poets were allowed to sing of his exploits for his old age. Maybe he wouldn't have to kill Zenobia. Maybe he could defeat her and take her prisoner. Then he could turn the tide against the Emperor. If she wasn't crowned princess, once this was all over, she'd have more time for him, right?
Maybe. If Lapino doesn't show up at the end with the Iblis stone and then try to kill us. almost near the end again. Let's see what ending we get this time. Hopefully a good ending. But seeing as how we've died so many times, I doubt it. We're gonna end up dead. Oh.
Soon he'd confront the Emperor. Funny that this whole war had come about because the Emperor feared death. And now it was coming for him. There was some sort of lesson there, wasn't there?
I don't know what lesson that would be, just never always fear death, but cherish every moment you have. Some other crap like that. I don't know. I'm not a poet. I am a writer, I'm just not a philosopher. Yet. There it is. The way to the Emperor.
By some miracle, Renato fought his way to the Emperor's ship. He was exhausted, bleeding, but he'd found the strength to reject the stone. Zenobia came out of the ship. "Renato!" she shouted, and then she fell down and died. Said it was evil. "It hates sanctimonious pricks like you," laughed Lapino. "We're having a grand old time." Renato turned and ran. But no matter where he ran, Lapino jumped in front of him until Renato was cornered. That boy could hop. "You wouldn't do this to an old friend, would you?" cried Renato. "You mean this?" said Lapino, as he slid the sword into Renato's guts. "Damn it! Again?" And he hadn't learned anything new this time. He'd done the same thing twice, yet expected a different outcome.
Okay. Maybe I should have kept the stone instead. Okay. Maybe I should have gone with the Iblis stone then. Right. Crap. I think this will do for now. I'm the Dragon King Mark, and next time we're gonna attempt to find out more about the stone and hopefully Zenobia. Because I was not expecting this. Another Lapino ending. God damn it. Anyway, like, favorite, subscribe to the socials, and I will see you guys next time. Anyway, later.